worship the God who was. We worship the God who is. We worship the God who evermore will be. He opened the prison doors. He parted the raging seas. My God, He holds the victory. Yeah. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. We won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. We won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. Oh, we shout out your praise. We sing to the God who heals. We sing to the God who saves. We sing to the God who always makes a way. 'Cause He hung upon that cross and He rose up from that grave. My God, still rolling stones away. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. We won't be quiet. Shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. And we won't be quiet. Shout out your praise. Oh, we shout out your praise. We were the beggars, now we're royalty. We were the prisoners, now we're running free. We are forgiven, accepted, redeemed by His grace. Let the house of the Lord sing praise. We were the beggars, now we're royalty. We were the prisoners, now we're running free. We are forgiven, accepted, redeemed by His grace. Let the house of the Lord sing praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. We won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. We won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. We won't be quiet. Shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. We won't be quiet. Shout out your praise. Oh, we shout out your praise.
You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. Let's sing that again. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every heart. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, healing every heart. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you, I worship you. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. 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 Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. 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 That is who you are.
Today's scripture reading comes from Matthew 8:14 to verse 22. When Jesus arrived at Peter's house, Peter's mother-in-law was sick in bed with a high fever. But when Jesus touched her hand, the fever left her. Then she got up and prepared a meal for him. That evening, many demon-possessed people were brought to Jesus. He cast out the evil spirits with a simple command, and he healed all the sick. This fulfilled the word of the Lord through the prophet Isaiah, who said, "He took our sicknesses and removed our diseases." When Jesus saw the crowd around him, he instructed his disciples to cross to the other side of the lake. Then one of the teachers of the religious law said to him, "Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go." But Jesus replied, "Foxes have dens to live in, and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place, even to lay his head." Another of his disciples said, "Lord, first let me return home and bury my father." But Jesus told him, "Follow me now. Let the spiritually dead bury their own dead."
Hello there, and good morning. My name is Gabe. I was the previous interim youth director here at Parliament Community Church, and I'll be sharing the message. So today we're looking at Matthew 8, 14 to 22. But before we start with the message, I would like you to think to yourself. Think about what you would do if Jesus came up to you and asked you to drop what you were doing to completely follow him. Would you? If you answered yes, then you obviously went to Sunday school. But I want you to think a little bit deeper. Would your mortgage be fine? Would you be able to sustain yourself without working? Are you okay to leave your friends and family? This is a big decision, and not one I'm asking you to do right now, but just something to think about as I talk. And with that being said, let's take a look at Matthew 18 in the second part, 18 to 22. Here we have two teachers of the law looking to become disciples of Jesus. The first one is caught up in his miraculous works and the whole powerful Messiah and eagerly offers himself to go with Jesus. Jesus then shuts him down, stating that he does not know what he's getting himself into. Then the other teacher of the law is hesitant and asks, "Lord, let me go and bury my father." To which Jesus responds, "Follow me and let the dead bury their own dead." Starting with the first scribe, I wanted to say a few things about him. I have a background at camp. So at camp, we have this thing called a camp high or a spiritual high. It's often a thing when people are experiencing high Christian community and they feel encouraged by others and they're like, "Man, I just want to be the best Christian I can and I want to pursue this all my life." And since this is a high, when they go back to like so-called normal life, they usually fall away or they struggle with spiritual disciplines. And I myself have experienced this. And what they get from this is they're kind of like a lukewarm Christian because they feel encouraged by others and feel built up by community, but they go back to being lukewarm and kind of returning to their old life. And realizing that they've gone to their old life is the first thing at making change, first step. Now addressing the second teacher of the law, who seems to have a fair reason to not to wait to follow Christ, and he is looking to obey the law and honor his father. However, Jesus makes it clear that following him should be top priority in the center of our lives without any excuses. So given that we have both teachers of the law who came up short in common ways, whether that's making excuses or just being on a spiritual high and not really knowing what it is easy for us to do the same. So whatever we do, we can't put excuses higher than we put Christ. So with that being said, alongside the common knowledge that humans will never be perfect, we need to realize that we constantly need a community of believers. This is why we have the church. The church is a perfect place to create and grow disciples. With that we need to always remember that no matter what we do in church, we must keep Jesus as the center of our lives. Theologian Dietrich Bonhoeffer puts it in his book, The Cost of Discipleship. Christianity without the living Christ is inevitably Christianity without discipleship. And Christianity without discipleship is always Christianity without Christ. So following Christ is not an individual activity, but a group activity, which we can build and encourage each other and keep each other accountable in this pursuit of Christ. So now that we've looked a little bit about the second couple of verses, let's look at verses 14 to 17 and take a closer look at Peter. In Matthew 4, 18 to 22, Peter is called, and he simply follows. Him and his brother Andrew, they're called on a boat, and he leaves his business, his wife, his sick mother-in-law, all behind, to follow this journey which he doesn't know a whole lot about. As Jesus calls us to follow him, in the standard we try to live up to. To complete and as we see Peter, we try to have complete and full trust in Jesus. But also throughout times, we see that Peter doesn't have always complete faith, such as in Matthew 14 when Peter tries to join Jesus out on the water, but then stumbles because his faith is lacking. All in all, the main point I'm trying to get across is that Jesus provides and Jesus is calling us. The two things, like Peter, when Jesus calls us, we are to take up and put God first in our lives, have him as the center, and to follow him completely and utterly. And those there will be sacrifices, whether that's waking up earlier, spending less time on your phone, or in media, or just in culture, and just to have time to spend and build a relationship with God. In the end, when we do have complete and utter faith in God, God provides for us. Jesus will provide and help you completely when you put our trust in him.
Oh, I've heard 1,000 stories of what they think you're like, but I've heard the tender whisper of love in the dead of night, and you tell me that you're pleased and that I'm never alone. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. Well, I've seen many searching for answers far and wide, but I know we're all searching for answers. Only you provide, 'cause you know just what we need before we say a word. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You are perfect in all of your ways. 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 You are perfect in all of your ways to us. Love so undeniable, I can hardly speak. Peace so unexplainable, I can hardly think as you call me. Deeper still as you call me. Deeper still as you call me. Deeper still into love, love, love. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am.